I stumbled across this method of putting a welding shield across my top of my torch so that you guys can watch me work a little easier. And I actually realized that I can work quartz with this. Quartz is one of the materials that I have worked with in the past and have enjoyed. It, most of the times I've done it, it's been small things, and so is this one. But I said I was going to do a horse, but then I started and got into making it, and it turned out to be a dragon. So I'll do the info and say the intro and say that it's a dragon also. So enough said. Until next time, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Piece of quartz. In front of my torch flame that you can see from your angle is a welding shield. And now you can see what's going on inside the flame a lot easier. Instead of making a horse, I think I'll do my favorite thing, a dragon. I always love dragons, so making a quartz dragon is just part of the plan. As you can see, it's like I'm working in slow motion. Glass is a good material to work with, and I mean quartz is an interesting material to work with. It takes twice the amount of heat and twice the amount of effort, like I've said earlier. Now, this milky quartz that you see me working with, it used to be part of a beach pebble. I actually took the beach pebble, and I can do a demo on that a little later on, now that I've got this to go by to see if it works. And I'm not going to do it, this isn't going to be a very long video. Uh, See if you guys are interested in my quartz work. But I actually took beach pebbles, melted them down. Uh, they are very stressful and they can explode. Um, Takes a little, just like anything else, you got to warm it in. Okay, beard. The fun part is making sure you're welding it in there. Quartz tends to, it's hard to make sure that it's sealed together well. Just takes a little bit of time and patience. There you go. One leg's coming up. I'm sorry I'm being quiet, but it's taking me a little bit more concentration to make sure I'm itch. I hate it when you got an itch and you have hot glass in your hand. Sorry. Back to what I'm doing. It's all in the flow. And especially with quartz, you cannot fight it. You cannot force it. You've got to let it flow. Little bit by little bit. Now we're going to do a cold weld here at the nose and do the back half. Now I usually call what's in my right hand the pencil and what's in the left hand the paper. And I always sort of add to the pencil side with the paper side. It's just like drawing. Just got to take your time and do it right. But the left hand and the right hand are working together in what I do. Okay? Another neat thing about quartz is it has a nice tone quality. I'm going to try to put a loop on this thing so that you can hear it. And I don't have a strand of fishing line to let you hear it with, but I'll get there too. Quartz does flow if we get it to the right temperature. And yes, I make it look easy. But please use welding shields and eye protection because it gets really, really bright. If you don't think so, actually I'm not going to show you what it looks like without the shield on there. Okay. A couple of toes on the front, a couple of toes in the back. Always put 2 toes. Okay. 2 toes in the bottom. Maybe we're going to do 2 toes, a forked tail in the back, as it were. Okay. You know what I forgot is the wings. I'll have to put some wings on it too. One tail, one point to the tail. Oh, it's one, not wanting to go up right there. There you go. Now, pliers. Oops, came off of the nose. Trying to give it a little bit of a twist, the body, because it's a little off center. Gotta get it warm enough first. There it goes. Okay. Yep, here we go. More quartz for the wings. Swill that in a little bit. Do one to the other side while I'm at it. It's easier to weld to this nub, but it's better to make sure this nub is welded into the body. That's one thing about quartz, is that it's got to be welded in well, or it could snap off at that spot. Okay, first wing coming up. Fold and pull. Seen me do it a few times. That's the first wing. Tilt them up a little bit. You don't. That's one other thing about quartz is that once you take it out of the flame, with Pyrex you've got some playtime, but with quartz you don't have any playtime. Once it's out of the flame, it's practically time to call it that it's frozen. Turns out everywhere that I want to heat, except where I want to heat, is melting. Interesting. There we go. Okay, let me reshape some of this because it looks like it got a little melted. There we go. Tap them off at the nose. I didn't even have to tap them off. And we have one quartz dragon. You'll see a picture of it later. I hope you enjoyed it and have a good day. Enjoy your day.